of a roundabout way that I became an SLP. I started off my career after college in the world of banking and finance, and then many years into that career there was a recession in 2008, and that gave me the opportunity to change careers 180 and go back to school and get my master's degree eventually. And the motivation was to have work that was personally satisfying and rewarding, which this has been. So my favorite part about being an SLP is really the personal satisfaction and reward that comes from working with families and children and helping them really build those relationships and build those skills that they so need to have, either functionally for success in life or to set them up for success academically, just to really bring value to their lives overall. And it's just hugely rewarding. I've worked for HSP for 9 years now, going on 10 years, and it's a great company to work for because you have both a lot of autonomy in setting your own schedule, setting your own lesson plans, and designing your own therapy activities, but at the same time you have the support of a team of hugely experienced therapists and a great administration team that offers support for any questions that come up from the families that we work with, or any situations you find yourself in where it's new and unfamiliar. You can usually draw on the experience of your coworkers. So they're there for you, even though you have a lot of autonomy at the same time. So my advice for anyone who's considering becoming an SLP is it takes a lot of dedication and you have to jump through a lot of hoops, but it is a professional level job, and so you really have to bring that professionalism to your work, and the scope of practice is huge, so you learn a lot about a lot of things, and then you can choose to specialize in a particular area. Communication and language and speech and even swallowing, there's a huge scope of practice, so you don't get bored doing this job, and there's always a different setting you can try out. In addition to home health with HSP, I work for Jeffco School District, and I also work for Team Select, seeing adult patients, and so that's more a lot of the swallowing and cognition work with adults, so the job is never boring. SLPs have a professional organization called ASHA, and it's up to our organization and our contributions to that organization to really advocate for the profession and make sure that we are valued the way that we should be across settings where we work. And there's a lot of changes in the legislation and insurance coverage that seem to be happening constantly, and by just being involved with our organization, we can really help support the profession overall.